Okay, we're on Masechet Ketubot, Perek Bet Mishnah Yud. 10th and last Mishnah in the second chapter of Ketubot. Our Mishnah is going to talk about, well, let's read it. We'll see. A youth is not eligible to testify. A child, a katan, is not eligible to testify. But what happens if he saw something, ra'ah, he witnessed something as a child, and now we're going to ask him to testify as an adult? Do we require that he be an adult not only when he witnesses something, not only when he testifies about it, but when he witnesses it as well? So the Mishnah says these things are elements that a katan, if he saw it, a person saw it when he's a katan, ne'emanim lahid, he's reliable to testify, bigodlo, when he's an adult. So what can he testify? And we're going to see these are all issues of dinei de rabbanan, meaning the Mishnah is going to give you a list, and the Bartanura is going to say each one is a case where it's only a din de rabbanan, where the rabbanan were making, were lenient for some reason. A person can say, Zek tav yado shel Abba, Zek tav yado shel Rebbe. This is my father's signature, his handwriting. This is my Rav's handwriting. Zek tav yado shel Achi. This is my brother's handwriting. Why is this okay? Bartanura says, Mekaymin shtar al piv, shikiyum shtarot de rabbanan. When you see a document in front of you, you see a document, and it has to have a signature, so the document itself, your right is reliable. But the rabbis came along and said, we're not going to accept the document unless we know who signed it. That's a din de rabbanan, and that's enough for the child to say, oh, I recognize I only saw my brother sign this way when I was a child, when I was a katan. Now I'm an adult, I recognize he can testify. Next. I remember Plonit that when she got married, she wore her hinuma, she wore her veil. Virosha parua. But her head was uncovered. And remember, we learned at the very beginning of this chapter, I guess that's why we're ending the chapter, we're ending Perek Bet with this Mishnah, but we learned that if there was an argument, a debate about whether she gets 100 or 200 zuz, meaning was she a betula or a be'ula, so we asked ourselves, well, when she got married, how was she dressed? Was her hair uncovered? Was she wearing a hinuma? Was she wearing the veil? So he says, I remember when I was a child, when she got married, right, she was wearing the hinuma and her head was uncovered. That's also permitted for the man to testify that he saw when he was a child. Okay, why? Bartanura explains here, says, because there's a rov. We normally regard a majority. Gilui milta be'alma. This is only a gilui milta. It's only verifying the truth, verifying the reality. Next case. This man, he left the Beit HaSefer. He was a Kohen, meaning proving he was a Kohen. When we would learn together, he would go to the mikvah so he could eat truma. So now you could give him truma. And we know, since he was in the Beit Sefer, he's not an Eved, and that's about Bartanura says, and we would learn together, and he can eat truma de Rabbana, not truma de Oraita. That's the truma that he was allowed to testify. And similarly, when we would go as Kohanim in order to get truma, they would give him truma on the Goren in the warehouse as well. That proves that he's a Kohen as well. And that he's not an Eved because if he was an Eved, they wouldn't give an Eved on the Goren. V'hamakom hazeh beit pras. Similarly, a beit pras is an area where there was a kever, grave, and the kever was plowed over. So that whole area, the area of 100 amot, that's considered tamei dirabanan. And since it's dirabanan, that's permitted. Moreover, v'ad kaining ba'inim b'Shabbat. I remember the tchum Shabbat is 2,000 amot. Up to this place exactly. And again, that is a din de rabbanan. And he's nem and he's reliable. I remember as a child, we would carry until the rock, the fourth rock, the big mountain, whatever. But a person is not reliable to say that I witnessed when I was a child. If Yehoshua has a field, and he says, I remember that he would always let Reuven walk through the field here. That's property. Or, ma'amad umispere ya leploni b'makom hazeh. Ma'amad is when they would do a funeral procession. They would stop at a certain place. And that was a place that was considered his property. Umisped, they also did a hesped in this place. And that demonstrates that it was his property as well. So in those cases, we don't rely, the Rabbanan don't rely, let's look at the Bartanura, okay? Lo meheman shu davar shebemamon, tzarich edut gemura. You need to require complete edut, and therefore you'd have to be an adult when you saw it, and an adult when you testify. Stop here and dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.